What's up, everybody? I'm Josh Meek, the Uber Geek. Thank you very much for joining me here on Pretty Dece, your daily entertainment and pop culture podcast. You know, the Justice League movie is right around the corner, and we know a lot about the movie. We know the core cast of characters. We know that that's going to be Wonder Woman as Gal Gadot. Batman is going to be portrayed by Ben Affleck. Of course, Aquaman is going to be there. Jason Momoa looks like he's going to be an awesome Aquaman. Really just awesome buff Aquaman. A weird take on the character that I like. We know Ezra Miller is going to be the Flash. We know that Ray Fisher is going to be Cyborg. And apparently there's going to be at least a cameo of someone who might work out to be another member of the cast. Of course, we've talked about Superman. He is dead, if you will. He's probably going to be resurrected. He's in all of the marketing material for Justice League. It's kind of the worst kept secret here in this movie that Superman is back. He's alive. He's going to be a member of the Justice League. Well, one person who's going to be, it seems, a part of this film that we don't know yet, it has been a much better kept secret, is Green Lantern. And it seems that, according to some people who've seen some early screenings and some early footage, that Green Lantern is going to be a part of this film in some way, and potentially multiple lanterns. So this is getting down to a couple different things. So the first is persistent rumors that have been around for a while that multiple Green Lanterns are going to pop up in this film. That goes back to people who saw a Joss Whedon script of this movie, where two lanterns popped up, but maybe weren't the lanterns that you suspected. They weren't your Hal Jordans and your Jon Stewarts. They were going to be maybe slightly more obscure lanterns that maybe you haven't heard of, or unless you're a big Green Lantern fan. And that would be to build and to set up for the Green Lantern Corps movie that is apparently in production. So that hasn't been officially announced, but again, there are rumors that a Green Lantern Corps movie is happening. So that is the first rumor about Green Lantern or Green Lanterns showing up in this film. And the next is that right now they're on a promotional tour in China for the Justice League movie ahead of its actual release. And as a part of that, they're showing off the first 30 minutes or so, or some 30 minutes of the film to special viewers, special guests. And of course, no one can go see 30 minutes of a movie that they're excited about without blabbing about it on Twitter in 2017. So we have a few people who have been tweeting about it. One person in particular literally tweeted the words "Green Lantern confirmed." So it does seem to suggest that in some shape or form, Green Lantern, at least one Green Lantern, is going to be in this film. Now, we do know that the opening of the movie is going to be a huge battle kind of epic proportions between the Parademons, the Atlanteans, and the Amazons. So it could be that the people saw the very beginning of the movie and that the Green Lantern Corps are involved in that conflict in some way. That would make a lot of sense. It's this big, massive battle, and it would make sense for the Corps to be there and be fighting in that, be participating in that in some way. So it might not mean that Green Lantern, Hal Jordan as you know him, joins up with the Justice League in this first Justice League movie. I mean, think about it. They have a lot of people to introduce you to in this film. We have to get to know Aquaman, Flash, Cyborg as characters, in addition to continuing the stories of your normal Trinity, So there's a lot to get done in this Justice League movie. We know that it's only going to run 2 hours, so even though 2 hours is a decent length for a movie, they could have tried to push that much north of 2 hours very easily. So they didn't. So it might be that they'll give you a little taste of the Green Lantern, and then save the full reveal of Green Lantern, who he is, maybe for the second Justice League film or for the Green Lantern Corps movie itself. But I know that I am certainly very excited about the possibility of Green Lantern in Justice League, because Green Lantern is one of my favorite, if not my favorite, DC hero. I absolutely love Green Lantern. I love the entire idea of the Green Lantern Corps. I love this whole concept of all of these guys banding together and they all have their own little sectors to protect. It's such a neat concept. And then visually on screen, the idea of Green Lantern Lantern just creating these massive constructs using his sheer force of will is really, really cool. So, that Green Lantern movie that we got previously maybe wasn't the best movie that's ever existed. I'm really hoping that another stab at a cinema version of Green Lantern will go well. But we won't have to wait very long because Justice League will be out November 17th.